Hello, since last time I saw some comments says my character cannot run properly under IKEMEN. So even I have no intention to make my character IKEMEN compatible, but I still curious how does it look like. Then let's go and have a test. As far as I know, IKEMEN also have multiple versions, and this is the most active and alive version, which is IKEMEN Go, I believe. This is the homepage, so I'm going to download this latest release as shown in the picture. And before that, I will show you my spec. So this is the only Windows machine, a laptop I have. It doesn't have dedicated GPU, so it only have Intel built-in GPU. Then after import some of my stages and characters, and here it is, the IKEMEN. And I'm running same as my Mugen 1.1 at 1080p. So let's see what does it look like. So the portrait looks normal. And here is the first abnormal I observed. So for player 1, Shiba Miyuki, I actually selected powerlet number 2 and Saber for powerlet number 1, but the Miyuki is in powerlet number 1. I selected number 2, and Saber is in powerlet 0, which is the engineering color. The problem could be because this is a pre-game state, so the code is not running, so it was like that. Because I switch color on the fly, so maybe that's the root cause. So here is the game is running and Miyuki's color is now correct, but I have no idea why Saber is only having engineering color. And here, if you pay attention, you will see some other problem, like the slash effect. The slash effect is supposed to be greenish blue, but you see on a blink of seconds, it turns red, which is supposed to be used by powerlet number 2. So here I have no idea why this is happening. Another problem is currently Saber has her moon drive on. The moon drive will have a aura effect. So the aura effect is supposed to be red, but you see here is white. That means the remap power functionality is not working. And here you see Shiba Tatsuya. He is releasing his skill, but apparently the angle of those effects is not right. The angle is wrong. I don't know why. In the process, I found something is improved actually from last time. Last time, my Denki Gironko character, the power gauge is weird. It's scaling with the power bar. So this time, it's actually remain okay. So I'm not sure because I changed the code or because I can change the code. And here I saw another problem. The Miyuki should be in a get hit state and be hidden, but she is still there and the code is not running. For the Excalibur effect, it's supposed to be yellowish, but it's white. Another thing I find is run under a 1080p settings. IKEMEN is not that smooth compared to Mugen 1.1. In here, I can clearly feel there's some kind of frame dropping, even sound is dropping if you pay close attention to the next clip. And you have to watch under 60 FPS to notice the difference. And here is the comparison video running on Mugen 1.1 on same machine, same CPU, same everything. So that's all for me to complain about IKEMEN's con. But there's one very significant advantage IKEMEN have but Mugen don't have. And you see, installing ready-to-use builds for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux can be found on the Release tab of the repo. So this thing can run natively under Mac OS, and Mugen 1.1 cannot. And Mugen 1.1 need to have something called Wine to run under Mac OS or Linux, and the Wine cannot support OpenGL. That means Mugen 1.1 can only run by DirectX 5 under Wine in macOS. Then it's meaningless. So that means the only advantage to use IKEMEN for me is I can use it under macOS, then I can game on my Mac. And here is my Mac Mini. It has the Intel A700B CPU, and I think it's a little bit powerful than the laptop. And obviously I expand the memory a lot, so I can try to run IKEMEN natively on the Mac OS. So here is it. I'm using Mac OS and running IKEMEN natively. You see, it's also 1080p output, and the image is much more smooth than the Windows counterpart. So even the problems still present, but it's much more smooth. It's just feel right as a 60 FPS gaming experience. So this is IKEMEN, and maybe because it can run on the Mac, I will give it a try, but that means double the workload. Oh no.